tell them they gotta know it's me on it. Won't kick it on me and go for 3 on you. You couldn't guard me with the cleanest armor. I got it covered, these corners. I'm the top dog in the league, homie. Let's speak on it. It's a stretch for anybody to reach on me. Just breathe on it, don't tell them they gotta know it's me on it. Won't kick it on me and go for 3 on you. You couldn't guard me with the cleanest armor. I got it covered, these corners, like, yeah.
Oh, blurry. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of D's Corner. I'm your host, D, and we are finishing up our off-season grades. We have the NFC West up next. This is our final video of our series. Please, guys, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Go check out all the other videos. I truly appreciate it. It does me it helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. We're just going to jump right in to the NFC West. We had a lot of questionable decisions made from some of these teams. We'll see how everything is going to work out. You have the Arizona Cardinals, who are they building around Kyler Murray for the future? We will see. You have new coaching staff and a new era in Seattle. You're also now in with the Rams. You're down Aaron Donald, who is now retired. And you have questions out there in San Francisco. What's going to happen with Debo? What's going to happen with Brandon Ayuk? Did we draft their replacements? What's going to happen there? So we'll have to see what all is going to happen, especially once the season starts. We do have the schedule, so we will start a schedule breakdown of predictions of record predictions of each team as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it division by division or more in depth with team by team. I'm thinking that's the route that I'll go, but we'll see how it all pans out for me. So we're going to jump right into the video. First up, we have the Arizona Cardinals. I give Arizona a C. Arizona lost all their weapons, it seems like. Marquise Brown and Rondale Moore are now gone. They did release DJ Humphries as well. But they're notable additions. Sean Murphy-Bunting should be able to come in and be one of your starting corners. They recently signed Zay Jones, so that does help you out. It gives you a solid number 2. And Jonah Williams, we'll see if he's able to come in. We'll see how well he's able to play at left tackle. But I believe he's a cheaper option than what DJ Humphrey was. Through the draft now, I like what they did in the draft. Marvin Harrison Jr., Darius Robinson, and Max Melton, as well as Trey Benson. 4 really good picks. Marvin Harrison should come in and immediately be your number 1. Darius Robinson is a player who can be able to move up and down this defensive line, and this is what Gannon is known for, especially with his time in Philadelphia, having versatile defensive linemen, being able to get after the passer, and generating pass rush without necessarily blitzing. Max Melton should be able to come in and get one of those starting corner positions as well. Trey Benson is a player who is a big, fast back, physical runner, as well as elusive. He should be able to come in and form a nice 1-2 punch with James Conner. We'll see how that is able to go. And Isaiah Adams should definitely come in and be able to be one of your starting guards. This was a team who didn't do a lot in free agency, so they did have to build through the draft. And when you look, they had 14 picks, 12 picks. So this is someone who is definitely this was what they needed to do, was build through the draft. And they really did that. I like a lot of their picks. Elijah Jones is also a player out of Boston College who should be able to get some playing time back there in that secondary. Overall, though, I still think this team is a season or 2 away, but they had a hell of a draft. We'll see what they're able to do next after the season. We'll see if Kyler Murray is able to be their guy moving forward. They did do a lot to build around him, but they have a lot of players who should be able to make some immediate plays and be immediate impact players for this team. Next up, we have the Seattle Seahawks. They're coming into a new era with Pete Carroll moving into a more front office position. Mike McDonald now is coming over from Baltimore. He is going to be their head coach, and he brought some of his coaching staff with him. We will see how they're able to work, how they're able to position, and are they able to move the needle for Seattle in the positive direction? Some of their notable additions are Sam Howell, who they traded for. Will he compete with Geno? Will he be a backup to Geno? We'll see how that works. Jerome Baker and Rashawn Jenkins. You had a lot of losses when you look. This was a team that I thought would be after Patrick Queen. I thought he would probably be their big offseason addition. But in the draft, Brian Murphy, will he be your Justin Matabuke? Christian Hayes should be able to come in and start at one of the guards. I like the pickup of Tyrese Knight as well. This team, we will see how they are able to function, how they're able to operate, how they're able to gel. Will it be more than this season that they need to actually implement exactly what Mike McDonald wants to do? He drafted both the corners from Auburn. Not really sure what the game plan is there because they already had a lot of young secondary help. And there are even talks of bringing Jamal Adams back as a linebacker. So we'll see how that works as well. But overall, I give Seattle a C. Next up, San Francisco 49ers. I also give San Fran a C. I like some of their notable additions. Rocky Sin, Leonard Floyd, Devondre Campbell. Devondre Campbell should be able to come in along with Tatum Bethune from Florida State and be able to help ease the loss of Greenlaw, who tore his Achilles in the Super Bowl. Leonard Floyd should be able to be an upgrade, honestly, over Chase Young, opposite of Nicky Bosa. And Rocky Sin has an opportunity to come in and play. We'll see how Renardo Green, also Florida State, plays. I like some of their players that they drafted. Renardo Green is one of them, Malik Mustafa and Isaac Garendo. Not sure how many touches Garendo's going to get or what the game plan is there because they still have Mitchell as well as Christian McCaffrey. Jacob County and Ricky Pearsall, are they going to replace Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel? I'm not sure which one of them is going to be gone, but I think one of them will be gone. Possibly Deebo. You're not going to be able to have Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams, Deebo, Kittle, and Ayuk all on big deals because you're still going to have to pay Brock Purdy after this season. So we'll see how that goes as well. We'll see what they really feel and think about Brock. Overall, man, I had to give San Fran a C. I felt like this was an opportunity for them to truly build up their trenches. They have the skilled players in position. They've made it to 2 Super Bowls. They lost both Super Bowls, both to the Chiefs. I just thought that this would be a different offseason for them. And then they also lost Eric Armstead as well on that defensive front. So you see how that goes. I'm just not really sure what San Fran can be now. Will they run into Super Bowl hangover? Will they even make the playoffs? I still think this is probably the best team in the division. But is it all about the team or is it all about the coaches? This is a division that the Rams are able to beat them. The Seahawks have been able to beat them as well. You're going to have injuries. We'll see how Brock plays if any injuries do come up and he doesn't have those guys. But the players that they drafted, I like the players. Ricky Pearsall reminds me a lot of Brandon Lloyd. He has phenomenal hands. I think Renardo Green should be able to come in if he's not competing to start opposite Travarius Ward. I think after his rookie year or before the end of his rookie year, he should probably be one of the starters. I love the pickup of Jacob County. He's a player who's going to get his touches, and he's nice after the catch, but he's a smaller wide receiver. So really not sure exactly what the outlook of that is going to look like. So finally, we have the LA Rams. Some of their notable additions are Tre'Davious White, Darius Williams, and Cameron Kirk. They lost Aaron Donald. That's the biggest loss of any team throughout the NFL this offseason. But when you look at what they were able to do in bringing in some of these veteran players, Williams is a player who's already played with them before. He went to Jacksonville. But I like their first 2 pickups, both the Florida State guys, Jared Verse and Braden Fitz. They are not originally Florida State guys, but they both transferred into Florida State with the mindset of getting Florida State back to where it was. And when you lose a player of Aaron Donald's caliber he was sometimes getting blocked by 3 and even 4 guys. You're going to have to now supplement his loss with multiple players, and I think that's what they've done. I also love the pickup of Cameron Kitchens. Blake Corum has an opportunity to come in, possibly start as a rookie because Kyron Williams is dealing with a foot injury. When you look at Kitchens, his ability to force turnovers, he is an active safety. He plays faster than waiting time. But Verson Fisk should be able to come in and definitely build and add to Brian Young, Kobe Turner on that defensive front. So now you have a solid young core of your front 4. You do already have some solid young linebackers. One of the pickups that I really like is Jordan Whittington, the wide receiver from Texas, who is used to playing 3rd and 4th fiddle to A.D. Mitchell and Xavier Worthy with his time at Texas, but he is a blocker. He is going to block, and being able to play behind Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. This is something that the Rams will need because they are going to run the football. I really enjoyed what the Rams did, so you had to give the Rams a B. In my opinion, out west in the NFC West, they had the best offseason, even losing Aaron Donald. So that says a lot about what the other teams really did, in my opinion. Guys, that's it for the video. That's it for our series. We are going off to the schedule predictions now, record predictions moving forward. Please be on the lookout for those. Like, share, and subscribe. I really, really, really appreciate it, and y'all have a good one.
Spazzing on the beat, they think I'm crazy. Got it under control, babe. You don't want smoke, all you see is the same.
LB tapping, keys in making waves. Ayy.
Step back, keep your distance. Ain't no telling what I just may do. I've been vibing, minding my business. Throw one up if you can relate to. Said if I ain't got it, I make do. Can't be stuck waiting on a breakthrough. And I don't need everybody praying for me. Ain't no telling who.